Your facial features might have a completely different vibe to your figure. If you have a small, delicate, curvy figure, you might suit lush, floral, rounded styles. But if that's paired with sharp, intimidating, long facial features, you might feel that your romantic recommendations feel silly. With so many conflicting systems, how do you even begin to work out how to actually create an outfit? In today's video, I'm going to break down my focus, follow, refine methods, which you can use to combine any styling systems like body types, color seasons, style routes, essences, even body proportions. My name is Ellie-Jean, I'm a style consultant, and on this channel, we find our style by finding ourselves. This video is sponsored by my audience. My Substack page, Style Scholars, offers a free newsletter every week, and for paid members you get exclusive content such as workshops, Q&As and lookbooks. Get access to an engaged community of style enthusiasts which can help you dress better and in doing so support my channel. Some key words before we begin. The silhouette of an outfit or an item is its overall shape. It's the structure. The details of an outfit include the patterns, the adornments, the fabrics, as well as jewellery. It's essentially the cherry on top of the cake. The first method to learn, the beginner method, if you will, is called focus. Focus involves focusing on each style system to one area of dress. For example, Style System 1 would focus on silhouette and Style System 2 would focus on the details. The advanced method is the follow method. This is where you follow the rules from each style system exactly and you do not stray away from the recommendations. So essentially, you find the crossovers between Style System 1 and Style System 2. You're finding what do they have in common. And the expert method is refine. This is where you refine each detail from Style System 2 so that it matches the recommendations of Style System 1. To show you what I mean, I thought I would start with a body type and essence example. With the focus method, you would use the body type to focus on the silhouette, simply because that's the most logical choice here. So your silhouette would be romantic lines such as a round neckline, puffed sleeves, waist definition, and a rounded trouser shape. And your details could be something like a plaid pattern on the top and a quirky earring. For the follow method, I went through all of the recommendations and I tried to find crossovers. Polka dots are quirky and rounded. Cat eye sunglasses are mostly round and they have the glamorous element of romantic, but that little bit of a cat eye, that little bit of sharpness in the corner brings through the gamine. Cigarette pants have that slightly boyish touch. Audrey Hepburn, a very stereotypical gamine, is often seen wearing cigarette pants or capri pants, and they also work really well on romantic types because they honour the curve in your frame. Ruffle details add detail but they're soft. And denim, let's say a bootcut or a skinny jean, could echo the curve in your frame but still have that slightly boyish feel. This is an outfit I created with some of those elements. For the refine method, for the romantic body type and gamine essence, you essentially need to pick whichever system is more important to you. In my personal rankings, body type is more important than essence. So let's say you're focusing on your romantic body type and you just want to pull in a touch of your essence. Your silhouette is accounted for, you just dress in a romantic silhouette. Say you liked stripes as a detail, well rather than a straight stripe, you would wear a more wavy stripe. So it's got that slight bit of curve in the shape. Or let's say you really wanted a plaid or check pattern. Rather than choosing something large and bulky, you could refine that to be more of a gingham style pattern. So let's try these methods with a completely different style system combination. Let's do color seasons and style routes. So for example, a dark winter and a flower style route. These two seem to inherently conflict because dark winter is very deep, it's very strong, whereas flower is very delicate and airy, and usually the recommended colours for flower include pastels, which don't look very good on a dark winter. So if you were going to do the focus method, you'd use the silhouette to be the style routes. So you'd have puff sleeve, floral patterns, maybe a shimmery skirt, but the colour is completely led by the colour palette. So you could choose any colour you wanted here, like a deep purple, a forest green, a bright red, but the silhouette has those flower elements. For the follow method, you would go through the colour recommendations for your colour season and select the ones which feel flowery. So you might find a fuchsia pink, a violet, a forest green, or a white. Now, the difference between follow and refine for this particular example is not very obvious, and sometimes the distinction is more important than others. You would identify the colours which often feel flower, like pink, purple, green, yellow, peach, and think, how can I turn that into a winter colour? So let's take peach. This would only come up in refine, because in follow you wouldn't even go anywhere near the peach. But in the refine method, we're taking that idea of peach and thinking, how can we turn that dark winter? Peach isn't one of your best colours, but you might wear a slightly darker peach. You might wear a peach which leans closer to pink than red. So it's not like perfect for you, you've made it fit you more nicely. You could also switch this, so let's use the style roots as the base here. So dark winter is relatively high contrast. How could you adjust flower, which is typically low contrast, to fix this? So for example, let's say you had a floral pattern, rather than choosing one that was watercolor and muddied, you'd pick one that has high contrast between the background and the pattern itself. So you might choose a white background and a more violent floral, for example. So you're refining the floral pattern so that it has that dark winter element. Now, it's worth mentioning that good outfits often combine all of these different methods. You might have a top which is more refined, a trouser where you've used the follow method, and so on. Especially when you're trying to combine more than two systems, which most of us are, most of us thinking about colour, essence, style roots. You want to combine as many different influences as possible into one look, which is obviously incredibly challenging. Let's say you're trying to combine colours, essence, and body type. Well, this one's fairly simple when doing the follow method. You could use your body type for the silhouette, your essence for the details, and your colour season for the colours. But when you're doing essences, style roots, and body type, splitting it up like this is much less obvious because both essence and style roots deal with the details. And you have 3 style roots and 3 essences, so you're trying to combine 6 different recommendations. The best method here is definitely the follow method, just narrowing down until you find the elements across all these different recommendations that intersect. It's also worth noting that it's okay if a detail only hits 1 style root and 1 essence, because you can use a different item in your outfit to pull through different essences and style roots if you really want them to be present. Or perhaps an item hits all of your style roots and only 1 essence. I do think there is an element of picking and choosing the recommendations that you like, that work for you, that you feel confident in, and that you want to surround yourself with. You know, you have so many recommendations when you're choosing to apply your body type, essence, colours, style roots. It is also okay to just pick the things you like, and theoretically that should lead to some kind of cohesion in itself. Now, that is not the same as just ignore all of it and wear whatever you like. You're taking in a load of information and selecting from that information what works from you, and that is an informed choice. If you want to learn more about this topic, I have an extended Q&A which is available for members only, and you can find the link to that in the newsletter article in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.